In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all the top 4 features you can enable in your BMW E90 or E92 using this revolutionary smartphone app that lets you connect your phone to your BMW via Bluetooth. And it's basically going to allow you to code new features into your car, disable features that you just can't stand, and overall tweak your car exactly how you want to without needing thousands of dollars in cables and computers. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So this right here is BimmerCode. This is basically an app on your smartphone that lets you connect to your car's computer and add a whole bunch of features that we didn't have and also remove some useless ones. So in order to actually connect our phone, we're going to need some sort of Bluetooth adapter just like this. And I'll have an entire list of Bluetooth adapters down below that allow you to connect to your car. I personally love this OBD Link CX. Basically allows you to clear, check engine lights and all sorts of things, check your coolant temps, oil temps, etc. And yeah, let's go ahead and connect. Come down to the OBD2 port and just plug up just like that. Now from here, go ahead and stick our key in the ignition and turn on the car's electronics without turning on the engine. So from here, you're gonna hit the big old connect button that's in the center, and it should launch you in a menu where you pick what type of BMW you have. Sweet. So from here, it's gonna launch us into our control units. And this is basically all the different control units in your BMW that we can access and code features onto, enable and disable different things using this app. So my top favorite thing that you can do using this app for all of you BMW E90, E92 owners is we can add a digital speedometer right here in the middle of the car. So obviously you have your speedometer, your gauge is here. So let's say we're going 80, 90 miles an hour. We can go ahead and display that electronically right here in the middle. So to do that, we're gonna go ahead and head into instrument cluster, let it fire up, all the data. And now we can see all of our different instrument cluster data. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is go to digital speed in board computer, and it's set to not active. What we're gonna go ahead and do is click active. And now what we're gonna go ahead and do is hit code in the top corner here. Go ahead and start coding. And do not turn the vehicle off. Don't touch the ignition, nothing. Just let it do its thing. It's gonna clear out some errors. We're gonna navigate by clicking in the BC, and we're gonna cycle through until you see this right here. V equals 0 miles per hour. So V stands for velocity. And now so our car's actual speed is going to start to reflect on this digital screen right here. So if I'm going 20 miles an hour, it's going to show 20 miles an hour right here. So I'll go ahead and cut to a clip and show you guys exactly how that'll look. Now you don't need like the F platform or digital clusters to see, your speed given to you in a digital format. I think that's super neat, especially when you're driving. It takes a lot more effort to gauge out exactly how fast you're going here. The difference from 52 to 54 miles per hour is kind of hard to notice when you're on the highway. So having it in digital format here, it's just super neat to add that onto your cars in literally, less than 5 minutes. So that's the top #1 feature that I love BimmerCode for, be the digital speedometer. So now #2 on my list that I think y'all will enjoy more for BimmerCode actually has to do with the exterior of the car, and more specifically, the halos. So besides the fact that we still have, the dingy looking old yellow halos on this BMW E90 specifically, what we can go ahead and use BimmerCode for is to adjust the brightness of these. So we can actually turn up the brightness to get brighter or dimmer. Obviously, we do not want to go dimmer. I think, the stock bulbs themselves aren't bad at all, but I think they could be a bit brighter. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is turn up the halo brightness. We're gonna access the footwell module right here. Go ahead and let it, pop up all of its stuff. And now we're gonna have a ton of different options that we can mess with. We can mess with all sorts of check control. We're gonna go right here, angelize parking light brightness. And so what we can do, it's unassigned right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. Let's say we put it to low, just so I can show you guys the difference. And now let's hit code, start coding. And now I want you guys to look at the actual angel eyes themselves. And we can see just like that, I don't know if you saw that, but they went ahead and dimmed down. I don't know why you'd want to dim them unless you're using some absolutely crazy bulbs. So it's kind of interesting that that is a feature, but what we're gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna turn them up to very high. And there's 2 of them here. I wanna say one is for one side, one's for the other. I'm honestly not 100% sure, but I'm just gonna turn them up both to very high. And now we're gonna hit code in the corner, start coding, and I want you guys to look closely. I'm not gonna do any cuts because I want you guys to actually see the difference from low to high. We can see they are definitely a lot brighter than they were before. I know it's hard to tell because the camera immediately hyper focuses on the rings, but being outside the car, They're definitely brighter, especially that middle ring. The middle ring itself, definitely brighter, looks better. But that is my second favorite feature that we can enable through BimmerCode. And now the third thing that I love BimmerCode for actually pertains to the E92, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys regardless. So if we head right back into the footwell module, you'll actually see seatbelt extender right here. We can actually turn on and off the seatbelt extender arms. So obviously we're in a BMW E90, we're in the 4-door, not the 2-door, so we're not gonna have the extender arms. Let's actually hop over to my E92 so I can show you guys exactly what, the seatbelt extender arms actually are and what they do. So let's go ahead and go. Now we can see in the E92, I'm gonna go ahead and put my key in the ignition, turn the electronics on, and we can see the seatbelt extender comes out and grabs and hands you your seatbelt. And these are absolutely not great from the factory. They miss so many times as they wear out, but thank God for this little piece here. Shout out BMW Mods, link for this fix down below. It'll completely fix your seatbelt extender. But for those of y'all who just don't want to deal with it at all, we can actually fully code this out to where every time you're opening and closing the door, this little seatbelt extender arm doesn't come out like this and hand you your seatbelt. Now, I'm not gonna code mine off because I actually really enjoy this feature now that it works. This would make sense like if you wanted to disable the passenger side because you're like the only one that's usually in your car. This would kind of make sense. Hey, I only need the driver's side one on, because I could see how it would be annoying for your arms to keep coming in and out if they didn't work. Again, shout out BMW Mods, link down below where you can fix your seatbelt extender arms in only like 5 minutes. But if they don't work, I could see why you'd want to turn this feature off. But BimmerCode allows you to do that. So yeah, shout out to BMW Mods and BimmerCode. And now the fourth and final thing that I love BimmerCode for, on the BMW E90, E92, etc., would have to be that you can program new batteries into this car using your smartphone. So as you guys replace the batteries in these BMWs, you have to program the right type of battery into your car's computer, because if you don't, the alternator's not gonna know, how to accurately charge it. So we're gonna bust our phone right back out. We're gonna go ahead and go to Car Access System and go ahead and let this read all of its coding data. But here you guys can see we can basically input the exact type of battery into our BMW. That way it knows how to accurately charge the battery to the fullest of its abilities. So right now we have a 90 AH, but if we're doing like a 90 AH AGM or something different, and if you don't know the difference on those, link down below, because usually you would need to go to the dealership to do this, and they'll charge you an arm and a leg just to input that to your car. And it is very convenient, being able to do that all from your phone. So yeah, you literally just pick the battery type, and then you go back, and then you click code, and it tells the car in seconds, hey, I just got a new battery. This is the exact type. So that is very, very neat. I really do hope you guys found this video helpful. Go and smash a thumbs up, if it did help you in any way. And I'll have links down below for all the stuff you'll need, the Bluetooth adapter, BimmerCode, and etc. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.